Okay, the question around what will Lagos be doing post-COVID? We're going to do exactly what we did post-Ebola, which is continue to prepare for the next pandemic. The reason why you see Lagos with a large number of infrastructure and a large number of people that are trained in emergency preparedness is because we experienced Ebola. As you know, we survived Ebola, but we realized that we had certain weaknesses, and so we've been developing what we call the Lagos State Biosecurity Emergency Preparedness Plan for the past 5 years. That plan kicked in as soon as we suspected that the COVID-19 Wuhan outbreak was going to start spreading around the world, and we launched our incident command structure with Mr. Governor as the incident commander several weeks before our index case. In the last 5 years, we've performed several simulations. We've practiced what it would be like for the entry of an airborne pathogen. We've practiced what it would be like for the entry of a waterborne infection. And we have all our systems in place to react early and quickly and decisively. Now we've experienced COVID-19. We've learned a lot from this airborne infection. Ebola is not an airborne infection. It's a contact and waterborne infection. COVID-19 is droplet or airborne. As a result, it has a different dynamic. And we've learned a lot from droplet or airborne pandemic outbreaks. So, post-COVID-19, we're going to look back. We have a lot of patients. We have a lot of data. We're doing a lot of research. We've built a lot of capacity. We're going to know what we're going to do for the next outbreak. We're not going to stop. Mr. Governor has promised all members of cabinet and the people of Lagos that we will continue to develop preparedness to ensure that Lagos is not taken by surprise and that whatever happens next, and we do expect other outbreaks, that we'll be ready and we will soften the blow on the people of Lagos, just as we think we've been able to soften the blow of COVID-19. How do we help each other? I think we are at the stage now of active community spread, that we really become custodians of each other. You must know the people around you in your street, in your house block, or in your workplace. And if you see people are having problems, this issue of stigma is something that we must really get rid of. If you've had COVID, tell people you've had COVID. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a death sentence. It's not a crime. You didn't commit any crime by catching COVID. So why are you afraid to tell people that you had COVID? COVID catches anybody. There's nobody that's resistant to COVID. And sooner or later, many people would have caught COVID, whether they know it or not. So stop hiding. Actually come out and say, I had COVID. And let people get used to the fact that you had COVID. When you catch malaria, you don't hide it. The first thing you will tell people is, I have malaria. In fact, you will say it, even if you don't have malaria, you will say, I feel like I have malaria. So it's not a crime to catch malaria. Likewise, is it not a crime to catch COVID-19? Now, if somebody around you shows that they've got fever, they're not feeling well, then go and help the person. If they can't make a phone call on their behalf. Make sure they're drinking enough fluid and that they're eating at least some balanced food. Try and get some painkillers or some fever medicine to them, but make sure that you contact our numbers. 08000 Corona, please use those numbers. We also have our telemedicine Eco-telemed numbers. The numbers will be displayed on the screen. These are active hotlines. The moment you call that number, somebody will pay attention to you. It may be advice you want. It may be you want to report a case. It may be you want some information. It doesn't matter. Just call the number and somebody will give you relevant information around COVID-19. I'll talk about our reagent production. Since there is a shortage of reagents around the world, our scientists have become very innovative. There are 3 types of reagents we need to carry out a PCR molecular COVID-19 test, and we've been able to manufacture 2 out of the 3 locally. And so that has taken off the pressure of importing reagents that are already scarce. There's the 3rd one, which is a bit harder to make, but I'm sure that some institutions in Lagos or in Nigeria are already working on seeing how they can manufacture the 3. That is an incentive to boost our economy, our ability to be innovative and entrepreneurial, and to boost the local industrial or biomedical industrial activity in Lagos, because they say necessity is the mother of invention. We need to carry out those tests, and because we can't find them so readily, we are becoming inventors or innovative around the production of these tests.